Videos faded and their voice didn't. And that is one of the ugliest, weirdest, painful parts about grief that nobody warned me about. At first, I held on to everything: the videos, the pictures, the text messages, the little clips, the screenshot, every digital piece of them that I could keep. Because when somebody dies, you start holding on to anything that feels like proof they were here, proof that they laughed, proof that they were real, proof they talked, proof that they loved you, proof that it all actually fucking happened. And it's like in the beginning, those felt like lifelines. They did. I would watch videos over and over and over. I would stare at their face. I would stare at their smile. I would stare at their mannerisms, the way they moved, the way they looked at me, the way that they were just being them. And for a while, it helped. It did. It really did. But then it all changed. I could still see them. The videos still showed them. The memory was still there, but the feeling of them started to slip. This is the part that scared me, because now I'm just not grieving their absence. I'm panicking about my memories beginning to fade. I'm watching all these videos, hoping to feel them again. And instead, I'm realizing that it just doesn't hit the same. They are still there, but I can't fully reach them through the videos anymore. And that felt freaking terrifying. The same thing happened with text messages. I would reread old messages, trying to hear them in my head, trying to feel close again, trying to get one more second of warmth out of their words. And like I said, at first, that worked, but after a while, even that started to feel different. The words were still there, but the feeling was not landing the same. And that kind of grief will mess with your head, okay? Proof they existed, proof that they loved you, proof they said what they said, proof that they were here. And somehow the closeness still feels like it's slipping through your fingers. That is one brutal thing to deal with, honey. Yes, it is. Because it makes you feel like you're losing them in pieces, not just once in pieces. And for me, the one thing that did not fade the same was my mom's voice. Her voice still cut through. Her voice still felt alive. That voice still sounded like them in a way that everything else started struggling to do. Voice notes, voicemails, saved audio. And that became really sacred to me, because hearing them and seeing them just hits different. Hearing her still felt immediate, still felt close, still felt like something that grief hadn't stolen from me completely. I could hear her breath. I could hear her tone, her rhythm, her little pauses. And she would give me a funny face, the way she would say my name, to the way only that she sounded. And that sound did something the videos stopped doing. It made her feel near, not just remembered, but near. That's why voice notes became everything for me. I am still to this day obsessed with them, because when the pictures started feeling flat and the text messages started feeling distant, her voice still felt like something I could hold on to, I could grab. And I get it. Maybe that might sound dramatic to people who haven't gone through grief or experienced this kind of loss. But if you know, you fucking know what I'm talking about. There is something about their voice that hits differently after loss, because memory fades. They do. Feelings shift, distance grows. Time does what time does. But hearing them can cut through all of that for 1 second. And baby, those seconds matter. Those seconds are precious. Those seconds feel like oxygen, literally giving you air to breathe. That's why I replayed the voice notes over and over and over again. And I listen to them all the time. That's why I saved all of her voicemails and still listen to them. That's why hearing her meant more to me than anything, because everything else started to feel like evidence or something. Voice still sounds like her. And that difference broke my heart, because it made me realize grief is just not about missing them. Sometimes it's about trying to stop the fading, trying to hold on to what still feels real, trying to protect that one piece that you still are holding on to, trying to protect that one piece that has not slipped out of your hands yet. And for me, that's her voice. Videos faded, text faded, but her voice didn't. And that's some deep grief that nobody prepares you for.